How you're doing, Ralphy? Ralphy Customs. Just a quick one, really. A bit of a vlog. I want to fucking bemoan or belittle or fucking, that's not the right terminology at all, but it's actually a holiday today. I'm supposed to be in Europe with a lads like with my club, but fucking Home Office haven't sorted out my passport, so I'm fucking got my wings clipped like. So I'm not doing too much, just going to fuck about and get these few bits done, and you can join me as I do that. So I've been on Big Blue. Those who follow along will have can't fail but notice that Big Blue's now got a swing arm and rear mudguard back in and the back wheel back in and the handlebars back on. Our fucking Danny at Rebellion has made a fucking incredible job of touching up. Well, he's repainted the handlebars because we mounted the Speedo on there. Yeah, there's a link for him in my description. And he's touched up some damage on this swing arm and it's fucking brilliant. I have made an addition of a couple of holes for the new sissy bar that's over there. Look, yeah, see it over there. And he's fucking even blended them in. Like there was no damage to the paintwork particularly, but he's got his airbrush out and made a little black mark around the fucking holes. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely. Attention to detail is something else. So what I'm going to do this morning is get on and polish this swing arm and then make up a mounting for the hooter and get the petrol tank on and I'll be happy days. Right, first step is we use this greaseless. I've already shaped the end with the angle grinder and a flat wheel on it, like, and now I'm going to use this greaseless 220. This is I think, let me have a look. Yeah, 120, 220, 300. So 220, just to smooth it all out. And then we go over to these Sizell mops with a black compound. And then this one with the white, general purpose, this stuff's called. I can't remember what these are called, but that's the next on the agenda. And then we finish off with the white on the soft one. So I'm going to try and set up a tripod or something similar, so you can kind of see what I'm fucking doing from about here, I think. Righto, so there's that fucking polished. Nice and shiny. It took considerably longer than it looked like on the fucking film. So there you go. I won't be dragging it around there and scratching it up, do I? So I'm going to sort the bolts out. I'm sure that I ordered some in for it. I'll get them trimmed up and get the heads polished up a bit and get it fitted. Next up, we've got this oil pressure light switch. So I'm not sure how tight the existing is, so we'll bring our best grips and some thread locking compound not thread locking, thread sealing compound. Because it needs to be oil tight, but it's not going to work its way off and fuck off down the road like. So, so here's the old one. It's lost its head. Literally lost its head. So if I can just get in with these, which I probably can't, let me drop them down a click. If I can get in with these and just start to fucking undo it, look, there we go, and we're free. You can see there's something on the bottom of this, so hopefully some sealing shit on the bottom of the threads there, you can see is what I'm mumbling about. And hoping it comes out with no problemo. And you can see how it works. The spring that's showing, look. When the oil pressure builds up, it pushes that spring up and it breaks the contact, it breaks the earth for this wire, so your oil light goes out, basically. And if your oil light stays on, it's because there's not enough oil squirting up the bum, look. There you go, there's a little contact down there. Can't really see it, but that's how it works. And there's the oil, look, to show us there's oil, because I know there is. So I'll get this one, I'll get a bit of thread sealing compound on the threads and get it started in. Right, there we have just got that just started. And we'll give it a twizzle, if you're watching. I don't think he does. And now I think we need to be quite tentative with this tightening up procedure. First of all, I don't want to fuck up the finish on it and it go rusty, because that just looks shit. Although it is not a cosmetic item, you know, it's actually serves an important job. So it needs to fucking be tight. It's not a toy. I don't want to break it. So I'll just go steady using the pipe that's the wrong way around on it, but I've not got a spanner that's fucking size that I can get in with, because it's so tight to the tappet block, look. The lifter block, sorry. We couldn't get it anything else on it, so there we go. That's going to do for that. I will free the wire off. You can see that that connects to the spring that's broken and runs to earth, and then the contact parts when the oil pressure simply pushes a plunger up in air, and that breaks the contact and that breaks the earth, and that's that sorted. Right, on a side note, the speedo was originally mounted here, and these bolts need 1/4 of an inch off, so that's another little job. And there's this fucking stay exhaust mounts. I'm going to undo both of these, take these out. I don't understand why that one's loose, but we'll have a look. And I'm going to fucking paint them because they look shit, so I'll do that as well. Right, so I'm not happy painting these. I'm going to do something better. I've found some sparkly new 3/8 UNC stainless cap heads to replace the bolts that are in there, and of course that means that I'm going to get over to the lathe and use this stainless bar to make 2 spacers. So I'm just going to clean up the outside, face it off, put a 3/8 hole up its bum, or 10mm, which could be 3/8 clearance, and then part 2 off at whatever length these are. So let's get on. Let's get the old fucking fired up. We've had a power cut. We need to reset it. I don't know why. Lights on, DRO, just to read out on. Come on, power up. Really, see the light go out? That's because the contacts in the fucking work lamp switch are a bit 50-year-old, they're feeling their age. We know where they're at, don't we, eh boys? So, let's get this a face off. Like so. And we'll touch on there. We will take the slightest, like 20 thou, that is, half a mil. Little clean up look, all the way along. And you can join me when we're on to the next stage. So that's done. We'll fuck the tooling off out of the way, look. Move that there, and then we can come in. Center drill. A little bit of lube, because that's what separates us from those animals. We get a center drill in, like so. And then straight in with a 10 mil. Now, these are an inch. These are an inch long, so we need to go at least an inch plus the parting off tool for the first cut. And I'll probably take it down to about 1.25 inches, and that should give us plenty to play with along the way. And that's there. Now we need to slow things down and change a feed for the cross slide, and we'll touch on 0 off, 25 mil. Leave a little bit in case we need to face it up. But there we go. So we'll get this parted off. That's smoky, isn't it? It's getting that time of year. Autumn now. Summer seems to have fucking left us, unfortunately. And there's one. One down, one to go. So, we have that fitted. The exhaust arena, we're in it. Full stainless feature fasteners, bolts, washers, spacers. There is a couple of big fuck off chrome washers because they suit the bracketry. But apart from that, finger, sorry about that. Full stainless. Whew, that took some fucking doing, I don't mind telling you. Took a bit of getting everything in place and tightening up properly, but now it's done. It's fucking done. I want to move on to the fucking Uto. That's a mystery one, isn't it? Where are we going to put that fucker? Hey. There you go. Hey. So, it did originally mount under here, and it's broke its mounting and been hanging by the wires, like, which is less than ideal. I want to put it somewhere where, if it does that again, it's not in danger of trapping something important, you know, causing damage to the rest of the bike or anything like that. So what I need to do is work out where I'm going to put it and put it there, basically. Okay, so time to introduce you to a couple of special tools. This cut down 5/16 Allen key, Allen wrench, is to fucking get, there's a bolt, I can't really show you. Go on, no. There's a fucking bolt above this regulator rectifier. There, look. See that fucking there, that bolt head? And the oil filter's in the way. So we need a skinny tool to lock in there, which this will, hopefully. And then we can tighten the engine bolts up. And the other one is this rear one. You can't get to it from underneath because the cross member's in the way, the bottom of this. So many years ago, I gave myself this, made this for myself, look, and that should fucking fit. 9/16. It's a 14mm spanner, so it might be a little bit on the cosy side, but that gets it for us, look. Fucking hell, man, and bollocks. And with that done, we're all tight. We've oiled the gearbox so we can clean this no oil mark off, and now we're just going to top up the old engine oil with a bit of the good stuff. Fucking me. And then we're about to mechanically, I believe. Sorry, find the finger. Mind your fingers. So this is difficult to do one-handed without spilling it everywhere. And we give that a good top up. I do believe the oil tank holds more than it should, more than the factory spec. I'm hoping, because it was a little bit low. And we've had a few issues. I don't think oil loss was up there. Well, engine oil loss. Anyway, so we'll give that a good fucking drink. And check that level off camera. And that's another one ticked off the list. Righto, quick recap. We have just replaced that oil light LED, that fucking really bright thing you can see there, because the old one was knackered along with the switch, which saw me change. Look, if I wang it over, it goes out because there's oil pressure made, and then it will settle back down and come back on like that. So yeah, oil light's fixed. All the engine bolts are fucking tight. Gearbox has got oil in it. Sissy bar's fitted. Yada yada yada. So we're very almost nearly there. We just need to work out a hooter mount. Hooters. We need to work out a hooter mount, which I'm fucking getting tempted to put it under the seat. And put the cover on. Put the tank on. Sorted. So, on with the hooter. I found a spot for it, and I need to replace this broken strap. And as you might recall, they need a bit of spring. So I found a nice bit of stainless. I've trimmed this up. I'll clean the ends up. We'll get it over to the fucking beloved Bridgeport, and we'll drill an 8mm on one end and a 6mm on the other end, and we'll bolt it where it's going to go, and we'll make longer wires, and the job will be a good one. Righto, we're all lined up. Near enough? Well, you're not quite, are we? Let's just get a wobble that way. There we go. Put the auto feed in. Let the machine take the strain. Happy days. Move along to the next one. It needs to be a slightly larger size for where I've got it penciled in like. We'll run that back through after this. Okay, so just put it into the vise, like so. Give it a couple of love taps. Voila! Break it right up. Open the vise with my knee on. Now that will sit like that, and that will bolt through where I've got it planned. Okie dokie, there's the other half of the fucking bracket that broke. Look, this new one is extremely more substantial, and it was under there, right fucking tucked inside there where I can't really show you where it originally mounted, and the bolt was a cunt to get out. So we've done it. We've extended the wiring. You will notice these are Mo Kerno, I'm going to call them, because our Mo from Cornwall put me onto this. He don't know, we've not talked about it, but he's put his seat springs facing in to give him extra clearance, because our Dean Chollabobs is worried about the springs fouling his paintwork because they just touched before. I don't think that'll be an issue with the new bump stops, but there's nothing wrong with being extra sure. So we're pretty much there now, aren't we? You know, it just needs a petrol tank on, moving, starting up, and a good valet. And fucking, I'm out of breath. There it is, done. All fucking done. Let's have a crack up, eh? Fuel's on, ignition's on, because there's your oil light. Put the choke on. Couple of squirts. any oil light should come back on. Once we've, yes. And add the pressure to drop. There you fucking go then. Whew, I said me puffing and panting this morning. Old Blue, bless it. But we're all done. Just needs a valet. And then it'll come right off into the fucking sunset. Much like me. I'm off now. I'm on my Jolly Bobs for a few days. Not going anywhere. Going to our gate, we used to call it. A staycation, they call it now. Because you have to label every fucking thing. What a load of shit. Anyway. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. As always, it really, really helps me out. Check out my merchandise in the description below. And check out my friends too. I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love, everyone. I'll see you soon. Shadow.